they're still got to argue a more permanent solution there. But the legal fight is also going on in Mississippi, where a number of churches are considering filing for lawsuits and TROs there as well. And some breaking news on a number of people who were given $500 fines for showing up to a drive-in service in Mississippi. Joining us now, Pastor Arthur Scott of Temple Baptist Church in Greenville, Mississippi, and from the Alliance Defending Freedom, Kristen Wagoner. We understand tonight the mayor says those earlier fines are not going to be enforced, but this story is far from over. Kristen, quickly get us up to date on what happens next.
Sure. Well, the church was meeting in a drive-in service. Their windows were rolled up. Everyone was in their car, and they were listening through an FM transistor radio. They had about 20 cars, and then 8 police officers came and gave the Temple Baptist Church and Pastor Scott $500 tickets for being in the church parking lot. We filed a lawsuit just before Easter, negotiated a stay through Easter, but the mayor doubled down again this morning, saying he would enforce the order against the church. And we're deeply concerned because the First Amendment is not completely suspended, even during times of crisis.
Well, and Pastor, how do you feel knowing that in your community people can go to other drive-in areas, liquor stores or grocery stores or other drive-up possibilities, but specifically for churches, you've been told you can't do this even if nobody gets out of the car?
Really, it doesn't make any sense. Just 2 blocks down the street's the Sonic, and they can sit in there and talk and eat. But a couple blocks up the other way, we just they can't even come in with the windows rolled up and me preaching inside the church.
So what do you make of the fact that the mayor seems to be in some ways meeting you halfway? I mean, the old fines are going away, but as Kristen said, they intend to enforce them in some way moving forward. How does this end for you, Pastor?
Well, it ends for me doing what I've been doing on that corner for 45 years, preaching the gospel. We did it, we've been doing this for 3 weeks without any problem, and then the police came and wrote everybody $500 tickets, I mean, without any warning or anything. And we're just doing the same thing we've been doing all these years, and we're going to plan to keep on doing the same thing.
Well, and Kristen, as you said, people have their windows rolled up. They're getting this over the radio. And my understanding is it wasn't just one ticket per car. It was a ticket for every person who was inside any of these cars. The mayor, though, speaking about this today, Greenville Mayor Eric Simmons, said the whole incident has been taken out of context. It's a misrepresentation of the officers, this council, and this mayor. And he may have been referring to another church there in Greenville because there are 2 that are involved in this. But Kristen, he said, listen, it's about kind of, trying to save lives. A number of these mayors who've done this said, we don't want people out randomly driving around. We don't think that this is a necessity. They can watch online or do something else.
Well, many of these people can't watch online, and the mayor needs to understand he's not a king. There are limits to government authority, and we are so grateful that tomorrow morning the United States government will be filing a statement of interest in Pastor Scott's favor, and even the Attorney General of the United States is going to remind local officials that there are limits to their authority. The Constitution must be followed. Public safety is very important, but the 2 are not exclusive. We can protect safety and engage in social distancing and still allow people to go to a drive-in service without exposing others to this pandemic.
Pastor, what would you have to say to the mayor? Your message for him?
Well, I wish he would lift this off of us so our folks won't have to worry about, are we going to get tickets? Are we going to go to jail? Or what's going to happen?
All right, Pastor Scott, Kristen Wagoner, keep us updated. We care about these cases. We know our viewers do as well, and we want to know what happens. Thank you both.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.